Okay, let me set up the request box. Anonymous request box colon, and I'll put that there. And then I will copy this message so that I can put it up on the Twitch too. Okay, great. So let's put this up. Boom. Kablooey. Okay, now let's pin this message to the chat. And then let us go to the Twitch. Well, first let me change the name of this. This is gonna say go to bed right now, or I'll cry. Truckin. Okay. I will do that, and then I will go live on the Twitch. Amy, Brawler, JC Gamer, and Rednear, good to see ya. It's like 7 p.m. Well, it's like 9:23 p.m. for me, so that means you should start getting ready for bed. Now I will post this message on the Twitch page. I will pin it there, and then I think this will be manually pinned until the end of the stream, so that should be good and ready to go. I will now open up the mobile live dashboard because I still can't see my Twitch chat in the I still cannot see my Twitch chat in what is it? In the well, I just in the OBS. I currently cannot see it in OBS, but I think the stream is now officially set up, so I'll have it. It's good to see you. It's me, Joseph DZ. I've got another wonderful stream for you to watch and for you to listen to. Hope you're all doing okay. Hope you all had a great day. My day was pretty good. I had kind of like a half day at work, so I got off and I got myself a succulent Chinese meal of General Tso's chicken with white rice and an egg roll. And I ate it so quick, I was like, delicious, right? Okay, and then also, me Brawler, yes, sorry, I forgot about that. Glitchy Aaron says, I'm gonna go to plane, so I'm not sleeping anytime soon. I don't get home till like 1 o'clock or closer to 12. Gosh, well, I hope you have a safe flight, friend. Are you on the plane now? Well, I would suppose not, because they don't really have internet on planes. At least not to my knowledge. Maybe I'm just on like Brookie Airlines, Well, folks, how was your day? Good, I hope. What did you guys get up to? What did you get up to? What did you get up to? 100, heart. Thank you guys for sending it. I see little pitter patters down in there, on the YouTubes. We can go and do a small job in Weston. Let's do a small job in Weston for $6. Pick up from the bar. Pick up from the bar. Pick up. So let's back it up in our truck. Is this the bar? Or do we have to go to the other bar? It could possibly be. Okay, no, we have to go to the other bar, but first, I will drink this energy drink. And I will toss it. I will put it away. Okay. Excellent. Actually, me, Brawler, I need to get your opinion on the, what is it called? The MonsterVerse Godzilla movies. What did you think of those? Oops. Okay. What did you think of those? I really didn't like them that much. I think that, I was talking to a friend about this. A good friend of the show, Am. I think we both agreed that, I liked Kong Skull Island. No, my bear is back. Hello, friend. Welcome back to the stream. It looks like you're my only Twitch viewer, so this is a special stream just for you. this later. I'm 14, not that it matters. Okay. And then what else was I able to buy? What else was I able to buy? Empty can maybe. What else did he have? He had something else here. Firewood, coffee powder, maybe. maybe. Let me buy this energy drink. Rednair is here on the Twitch as well. It is wonderful to see you there. Oh wow. Nemi Bear says thank you. Hope you're doing good too. I'm doing great. I had a pretty good day today. I'm very happy about it. I've had a pretty good day today, which I'm very happy about. Happy about. Visit the cabin in Snowy Peaks. Train intercity delivery on the way. Okay, get in. Let's go to the bar. Rednair, how was your day today? Good, I hope. Good, I hope. Pick up the payload. Was good. Not a lot. Just streaming like I usually do. About this time. Delivered a package to Weston. Where in Weston? Perhaps a bit up or perhaps a bit around. Perhaps a bit up or a bit around. I wonder. Perhaps a bit up or a bit around. I hope everybody has been. Oops. Which way? Well, that's to Upton. I don't want to go to Upton. I want to go to Weston, so I guess I'll go the other way. I didn't really have much time to play any games today because I kept myself pretty busy. I went to the pharmacy to get my prescriptions, and some person I never met recognized me, and they're like, "Hey, aren't you a pharmacist too?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, well, I think I worked at the store that you work at." And I said, "Well, I don't work at a store. I just kind of float around." And they're like, "Oh, well, okay." It was weird. It was weird, because I never even met this person or heard of this person. But there's that. But, on the bright side, I did get a succulent Chinese meal, and that's my favorite kind of meal of all. That is my favorite kind of meal of all. My favorite kind of meal of all. Okay, let's go and find a job. A job. Snowy Peaks. Easy flowers to Snowy Peaks. What else? That would scare you. It would scare you too. Oh, no, I wasn't really scared. I'm just like, how does this guy know me? I guess I'm famous. I guess I'm famous. I guess I'm famous. I guess I'm just famous. Perhaps I'm just a famous rat. Perhaps I'm better known than I thought I was. Head to Upton. Well, I don't want to knock over my payload, so I'll be very careful. And we'll go up to Upton. Has that ever happened to you? One time when I was a waiter, I worked at a restaurant. There was a bar at that restaurant, and I dropped off some food to someone at the bar, and then this girl turns around and she looks at me and she says, "Hey," and I said, "Hi," and she says, "It's good to see you." I said, "Well, I guess it's good to see you too. I'd never met this lady in my life," and she said, "Didn't I meet you last night at Sasha's?" And I said, "I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever been to a place called Sasha's. I don't know what that is." And then she said, "Oh, well, okay." That was pretty weird. a doppelganger, the evil Joey Bowie, who has green hair and is mean and yells at people. That's my evil twin. He looks just like me, but his hair is green, so that's a dead giveaway, dead giveaway, dead giveaway, dead giveaway. Unless you're colorblind. I don't know how colorblindness works. I'm sure you could mix up purple for green, though. If you were colorblind. I'm not sure. Is anybody here colorblind? Is anybody here colorblind? Colorblind, 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 colorblind. Is anybody here colorblind? Colorblind. I remember we used to always take those colorblind tests in like elementary school, where the whole class would go down to the lunchroom and they had like those little binocular things set up. They had these little binocular things set up, and in said binocular things you could you looked inside and they had these numbers, and the numbers were various dotted colors, little polka dot colors, little polka dot colors, 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 little polka dot colors, 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 and you had to just say what number you saw. So like it would be like a yellow 18 with like a, I don't know, like a blue polka dots and yellow polka dots surrounding it, and you just had to say what you saw. You just had to say what you saw. You just had to say what you saw, what you saw, what you saw. And I always did well, but one time they also had a hearing test where you had to put like these headphones on, and you had to say, like, say you heard a sound in your right ear, you would go like this, and you'd raise your right hand. Or if you heard one in your left ear, you'd raise your left hand. Or if you heard one in both, you'd go like this. Stuff like that. And I remember one time we went down for that, and I put the headphones on and I couldn't hear anything. And I didn't raise my hand for anything, and they kept playing the sounds, but I didn't hear it. But I don't know, maybe that day I just had a lot of wax in my ears, or maybe I'm a rat and I can't really wear headphones, so it didn't work for me properly. You remember the hearing test part? I always liked taking those tests. Taking those tests. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? Oh, do I have to burn this, stuff? Do I have to burn these? Okay, we'll burn this stuff, and then we'll get back in the car, and we'll wait for this wood to burn, 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 wood to burn. I remember those tests and stuff back when I was a kid. Sometimes you would have to take crazy tests and stuff too. Like they would, take you, and they would like give you math problems and stuff. And they would be like, in this situation, what would you do? And then you would give your response, and they would be like, okay, and they would write something down. Does anybody else remember that? Or maybe they were just trying to figure out if I was a crazy person. I wasn't like the, what is it called? There was one thing where they would like take me out of class, and then they would take me to like a classroom in a computer lab with a bunch of other kids, and we did like this, like the accelerated thing. It was like called gifted or something, or like enrichment. It was called enrichment, and I think it was because I was just good at math, because the other people I was there with were also just kind of good at math, so we would get taken out of math class and we would do math problems and logic problems and stuff. And that part was fun. I always really liked the logic puzzles. I always really liked the logic puzzles, logic puzzles, logical puzzles. I always really liked the logic puzzles, logical puzzles. Logical puzzles. Oopsie doodle. It appears I am, well, I guess that worked out for me. Let's take this necklace and place it down. Place it down here. Yippee! Okay, great. Well, let me get out and drink an energy drink. Drink an energy drink, and I'll go back in. Oh wait, I didn't put my can in the proper trash receptacle. Let us pick a job, pick a job, pick a job, pick a job. Visit the cabin in Snowy Peaks, it says, so let's go and visit the cabin. What do you guys have planned for tomorrow? Tomorrow I will be streaming again. Welcome. It's been a while since someone else was over. Sorry about the mess. Here, as promised. Oh, I haven't checked the request box. Sorry folks, let me check the request box and see if anybody's left a request. Nobody's left anything. Phew. If you guys are new. Hey, it's my friend Am. Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming here. Probably my friends from the Am Discord. It's me, Joey. Don't I look cool? I'm playing this cozy game. Nate says, he's whispering again. Hello Nate, good to see you. Goodbye, I'm sure you're not gonna stay long. Nemi Bear says I have nothing planned. Nothing planned for the weekend. It takes some effort to prepare, but it would last you a lot longer. Being greeted on Twitch is very cool. Hello Nate, thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us. I was just about to say that I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll be doing soft spoken. I'll be doing a soft spoken stream. Playing more crowd control Zelda, and I will be eating a birthday cake on stream. I was supposed to do stuff with my friends, but one of my friends is going to be out of town, and the other friend has a birthday a week away from mine. So we're going to cut the difference and just celebrate both our birthdays next weekend. So I won't be here next weekend, but I'll be here tomorrow on my real birthday. I'm rambling. Hey guys, there's a very cool person driving by my house with loud music. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but they're over here somewhere. And hey, isn't that awesome? Only 3 hours until the birth. Well, it's more like probably around 2 for me. I think you're like an hour behind me, right? Or do I have that wrong? You're free to use mine at any time. Here. Why don't you brew yourselves some more coffee? Anyways, a word of warning. Snowy Peaks has the treacherous, uneven terrain. I was trying to recount where times and it's almost 11 for me. Oh, jeepers. Yes, you're about an hour ahead. Hey, is my YouTube chat still on a delay? Or can I see it? Or do I have to refresh it? Is anybody here on YouTube? It seems there are 3 of you on YouTube. There are 1, 2, 3 of you on YouTube. If you can hear me, say something. I don't want it to be like yesterday where I missed like a half hour of messages and had to catch up. He's singing. This guy is singing. Oh, Gutter Spunk just got back. Welcome back, Mr. Gutter Spunk. It's fantastic to see you. You got coffee and Harvey's. What's Harvey's? Harvey's. Hey, how do I don't like this perspective. I don't like this perspective. How do I do my controls? Controls. Camera. I have to press the forbidden button, L3. Okay, where am I going? Start a job. Okay. Why don't you just get Squonk Chat so you can see? Well, I don't know what that is. Harvey's is good. I like to get burgers and rings from them. Gutty Spunk says it's a burger place. Gutty Spunk, our dear friend Am is our dear friend Am is also Canadian. Nate is also Canadian too. But Nate is leaving because he doesn't like ASMR. Nate is leaving because he doesn't like ASMR. flowers. Is there any gas around here? Back to the back to the back to the back to the Harvey's. I always love hearing about like Canadian chains and stuff. Let me reset. Okay. Go back. Lemon says, I'm debating putting schedule 1 up and trying out the mushrooms update. The mushroom update, huh? And Gutter Spunk hasn't tried the update either. Okay, I guess I'm not going to get out of this. M says, Squawk Chat is what I use for the chat to appear in these streams. I don't really have like a chat box overlay on my streams. I just kind of talk to the chat. I don't like to have too much on the stream. Just me in the game. I don't like to have the chat overlay. Would you guys like it if there was a chat overlay? And it would be most important if I could have it for YouTube, because I have viewers on both YouTube and Twitch, so I wouldn't want it to just be the Twitch chat and then the YouTubers don't get a chat. I would want them both to be there, since both are equally important. Both are equally important. There's a whole sewer system in Scheduled 1. The drugs game. Drugs game. Oh, there's an easy flowers over here. Isn't that neat? There's an easy flowers over here. Several of them. This is new to me. I feel happy about this. That's fair. Am says, I was just explaining since I didn't know what it was. I think it fits some channels and doesn't fit as well for others. Especially if you're playing full screen. I don't know, I don't think I've ever had a chat overlay. No, I did at one point because I used to use this application called Stream Elements. But I stopped using Stream Elements because it started making my computer lag too much. So I stopped using it. Well, first I need to find. So I'm in Winton, but I need to get the gas. It's not a drug game. It's an unlicensed pharmacy game, huh? That delivers high quality goods to the people. Well, I guess that's a lot better than Man Lemon. I guess that's a lot better than surely this will have no environmental impact. I'd go over there in entire shoes, but you're not even worth the effort. That's $32. Now go away. Gladly. Okay, let me check the request box really quick. Do we have any requests? We do not. Okay. Okay, folks. As always, folks, you'll notice the pinned comment. I think it should still be there on Twitch, but it's there on YouTube. There is an anonymous request box for those of you who would like to leave an anonymous request, and it could really be anything. An ASMR trigger, or just a question, or something that's on your mind, or something silly. That's a very common one. Saying something silly. Saying something silly. Squonk Chat is a good name, though. Squonk Chat is a good name. Though. I guess I have to reset. Okay, let's go back from whence we came. Go back from whence we came. I wonder if it's... I think Storm said something about upgrading my tires, and wow, that would be pretty great, right? It would be pretty great to upgrade my tires. In Canada, do you guys spell it T-Y-R-E-S? T-Y-R-E-S. Whenever I go overseas, that's how they spell it. They spell tires T-Y-R-E-S. Tires T-Y-R-E-S. T-I-R-E-S. And here we spell it T-I-R-E-S. 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 Where am I going? To Munton. Munton. Hey, Jeff Munson here. Okay, let's open it up. Let's pick her up and let's put her down. And we get a wonderful delivery completed. Okay. Let's look at our goals. We will take our goal. The next goal is to purchase snow tires from the auto shop. Rednear says up. Rednear says up. Redner says up. Oh, hey Sep, it's me, Reed. I saw you just the other day. Wait, you're not Sep. Man, I keep forgetting things. Who are you again? Sorry, who are you again? Oh no, I guess I gotta go buy something. Purchase these snow tires. Snow tires, these will help you drive in deep snow. That'll cost $29.98. That is actually very good pricing for tires. Very good pricing for tires. I wish the dialogue didn't repeat every time. Storm says, hi Joey, hi Storm, good to see ya. I have a really bad headache. Have you taken anything for it? Have you taken anything for your headache? I was just talking about how you were mentioning the snow tires. So let's get a job. Now that we're searching, I'll go to the request box. Someone says, request box, if you remember, how did you discover ASMR? That's a very interesting story. It's actually not very interesting, but it was during a trip, I believe it was around 2019, how I formally discovered ASMR is I was just looking for ways to try and get some sleep because I was severely jet lagged after going to what's the map? Lopton. Am I in Winton? I think I'm in. I have to go back up. Okay. Yeah, so I was looking and researching ways to help get to sleep, and my sister recommended me like this meditation app guy, and that was great. And I looked more into it, and where am I going? Lopton. I want to go to Winton. I need to go to Lopton. Oh, these snow tires are great. And I found ASMR. The first ASMR channel I listened to was Latte ASMR and Blade Whisper Pro, and they were pretty good. But the first ASMR experience I ever had was listening to Bob Ross' Choice of Painting. Bob Ross, The Choice of Painting, which I think is a pretty common one. Common one for people. Pick up from Snowy Peaks. Okay, so let's go back to Snowy Peaks. Snowy Peaks. Pick up from Easy Pizza. I don't know where easy pizza is. Easy pizza. I guess we're going to just have to explore a bit. 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 Okay, Winton and Munton. So Winton is down there. Munton is there. But I don't want to go to Winton or Munton. I want to go to Lopton. So I guess I'll have to go to Munton. But yeah, how did everybody discover ASMR? I'm wondering. I'm curious as to how you guys discovered ASMR. My story isn't too terribly interesting. It's not like I had like a realization vision from God or the ASMR gods or something. Though that would be pretty cool, huh? That would be pretty cool, huh? If I had like a vision and it came to me in a dream. I watched a weekend marathon of Bob Ross during winter break years back. It was the most relaxing few days I ever had. They put Joys of Painting on Netflix, and I would put Joys of Painting on Netflix and just kind of watch it and slowly drift to sleep. I would slowly drift to sleep. I would slowly drift away to sleep, 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 to sleep. Shook, 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 shook. I do not like that music. Not at all. Sk, sk, sk. It is too loud for my stream. Too loud for the stream. Too loud for the stream. I think it's the opposite of this. Opposite of ASMR. Man Lemon says $29 for installing balancing and stuff. That's a great deal on tires. I agree. It's a pretty remarkable and pretty phenomenal deal on tires. Nimue Bear says, I think I discovered it by also trying to find something to watch to help me sleep. I think the first ASMR discovery for me was gentle whispering ASMR. Interesting. Now I listen to ASMR like every day. I like listening to people talk while I drift. Might be the fact that I like story time a lot as a kid, and that's the closest we can get without it being weird. That's true. The story time doesn't have to be weird. Adults watch, like, isn't that a popular thing? Like a story time YouTube video? Isn't that like a common video that people watch? I've often come across a lot of storytime ASMRs, and there goes that loud, rambunctious car going past and listening to some awesome music. Wow, yippee. Storm says, I discovered ASMR back in elementary. My teacher, when she helped you, would lean over your shoulder and whisper, and I found out what it truly was on like 2017-18. Oh, that's nice, yeah. I also really like haircut ASMRs and stuff. Because going to the hairdresser is very relaxing for me. Very relaxing. Is the Kardashev scale by Let's Find Out ASMR? I don't think I've heard of them. Do I go to Winton or Munton? I guess I came from Munton, so I came this way from the mountain town, so I'll go this way. Nimue Bear says, I watch it as I do some chores, or when I'm lounging around. I like listening to it, usually when I'm laying in bed and getting ready for sleep, but I also just kind of listen to it, just idly while I'm playing games and stuff. Whenever I'm doing chores, I like to put ASMR. I learned a lot of science facts from it. That's fantastic. It's good to learn. It's good to learn. It's good to learn. I often, where do I go? Deliver the package to Mountain Town. Okay. I often consider doing like educational ASMR videos. I don't think I will now, but especially when I was studying for board exams. It was very. I was strongly considering like making ASMR lessons to help other students out, but I never got around to it, and I probably won't do it. Now. We're back. Let me check the request box for any requests. We got another request. This one says, in all capital letters, they say, They're screaming and they're scared. Don't worry, I don't bite despite my teeth. I've got too many teeth. See, but the artist is gonna fix that soon. The artist is gonna fix that soon. There goes my pizza. Easton, okay, down to Easton we go. Down to Easton we go. Rift has been very odd lately, and has also made me tune out from him as well. Really? You mean Ephemeral Rift? Yeah, I liked a couple of his videos. He was pretty cool. I think Sophie Michelle recently retired from doing ASMR, but I liked her videos too. Pizza sounds good right now. Can we not talk about pizza? Because then I'm going to be hungry for pizza. But then again, it is going to be my birthday in about 2 hours, so maybe I should order some pizza and then ASMR go pick it up from downstairs. And then they'll be like, "Hi, are you Joey?" And I'll be like, "Yes." And they'll be like, "This is your Domino's delivery driver. I've got some pizzas here for you." And I'll say, "Okay, but can you whisper?" And then they'll say, "What?" And then I'll hang up the phone and then go downstairs with my microphone. And then I'll answer the door and they'll say hi. And I'll be like, "Shh, shh, shh. I need you to whisper, please." And then they'll be like, "Oh, okay. This is your Domino's delivery order. That'll be $24.50. And I'll be like, "Okay, but I already paid online. Anyways, here's your tip." And they'll be like, "Okay, but I still need you to sign the receipt." And then I'll be like, "Oh, okay, do you have a pen?" And then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, wait a second, I left it in the car." And I said, "Oh, no, it's okay. I've got a pen upstairs, just wait here." And then I will run upstairs really quick. I'll grab a pen and I'll come down and then I'll sign the receipt and I'll say, "Okay, thank you so much." And they'll be like, "Okay, great, you have a good one." And then I said, "Wait a second, but you forgot your tip." And they'll be like, "Oh, okay, sorry about that. I'm kind of in a rush. It's a very busy night." And I say, "Hey, I get it. It's a Thursday night. People are probably ordering a lot of pizza, huh?" And then they'll say, "Yeah, it's usually busy around this time. It's usually busier on the weekends." And I'll say, "Oh, well, good luck. I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna go enjoy these pizzas." And they say, "Yeah, you enjoy it. You have a great night." And I say, "Hey, you too." And then I'll grab the pizza boxes and I'll come back upstairs and I'll say, "Hey guys, I'm back on the stream. And I got pizzas. I got 2 pizzas. One of them is a pepperoni and mushroom pizza, and the other pizza is my favorite pizza, which is a delicious pizza with pineapples and ham on it, which is my favorite pizza." And then I'll pick up the piece of pizza and I'll eat it, and I'll go like, and then I'll say, "Ah, that's delicious." And then somebody in the chat is probably going to criticize me for enjoying pineapple pizza, but I'm not really going to pay it much mind because everybody's entitled to like what they like on a pizza, even anchovies. And I feel like that's probably how it would go down. Anyways, Storm says GB and Goodnight Moon are great. Another few others you can't recall right now. Happy early birthday from Storm and Jay-Z Gamer. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Lemon says, order yourself this Italian birthday special, a bottle of wine, and a pizza. Pepperoni and pineapple is better than ham. I don't know, man. I really like ham and pineapple on my pizza. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Lazy Lycan, hello, welcome. It's good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing just fine today. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for joining us. I hope I'm not giving you. I hope this isn't giving you motion sickness. Lazy Lycan, how's your day going? Okay, we're going to make a delivery here. But first, I'm gonna get out of the car, and I'm gonna drink this energy drink. Emily Bear says my favorite is pepperoni pizza, or spinach and cheese, or buffalo pizza. Buffalo pizza, huh? What constitutes a buffalo pizza? Is that like a pizza with buffalo meat, or is it referring to the buffalo sauce? Buffalo sauce, buffalo sauce, buffalo sauce. Buffalo sauce, buffalo sauce, buffalo sauce. Pepperoni and pineapple is an interesting take though, man, lemon. Pepperoni and ham is an interesting take though, man, lemon. Shook, 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 shook. Drink some coffee in the middle of the night and pretend that we're Gutter's punk. Fasting at the moment, so your stomach is feeling real empty, but black coffee helps. Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Well, no, I think, Eid is over, right? Ramadan's over, so it's like Eid, right? So Eid Mubarak to anybody who celebrates it. But I think that ends today, or does it end tomorrow? The sauce with chicken, huh? The sauce with chicken. What combo you picking? We could have made pizza with buffalo, but the Cowboys killed most of them. What a shame. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. By the way, I uploaded another vid to this channel and gave you and your streams a mention. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the shout out, Lazy Lycan. I appreciate it. You also helped me get to 1,000 subs on your old channel, so thank you for that. I'm just fasting to lose weight. I figured it was great, because you know, like Ramadan, people fast during Ramadan. But fasting is good. Sometimes I fast as well. Just to see if I can do it. Just more of like a discipline thing. Like, hey, can I fast for a day? I wonder if I can. And then sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. But I usually do a pretty good job. Fasting is good though. Apparently this used to be a bustling fishing village before Ichigo took over the hydro dam. Oh, what the heck? This game has lore. They blocked off the whole area for everyone but the employees and locals. It probably killed every business here besides the ones owned by Ichigo. I actually need your help in infiltrating the dam. There's some supplies there that we'll need. Wait, what? To get your truck past the security gate, you'll need to reactivate all local radio stations. It seems to be a strange failsafe implemented by Ichigo. I recommend buying yourself a cooking pot while you're at it. I'll make the trip to the other side first. I'll be waiting for you. Good luck out there. Wait, what the heck? I have to infiltrate the dam. The first 24 to 36 hours isn't hard, but after that you get angry and irritable. Oh, are you like fasting, like not eating at all? Usually it's just kind of like you can't eat, or like you do, what is it? What I do is I'll only eat, I'll only eat breakfast, just breakfast, and usually kind of like a small breakfast or something, or just eat something with very, very low calorie density. I love you too, hey, well, good to see you, welcome. Hey, well, listen to the new album. Man, I really liked it. I really liked it. I'm gonna have to go through and listen to it again, because there was some, some songs that I really need the sources on. I needed the sources on. No food, no sugar, no milk, just black coffee and water. Lazy like and make sure you're actually eating stuff. I hope you I hope you gotta get some calories in your bud. Maybe just eat something like toast and one egg or something, but you gotta get some calories in you. Usually eat once a day, and usually a big dinner. A big dinner is so good. A big dinner is so good. Let me check the request box now that I'm here. We've got no new responses in the request box. Hey, thank you. It's not my birthday yet, but it might be for you actually. It might be for you, actually. It might be for you. Might be for you. I'll do Easton to Upton. That's always a fun one. Easton to Upton. Pick up from the Easy Mart. Hey, well, how are you enjoying being unemployed? I'm happy you quit your job that you didn't like. Maybe you already had one lined up after that, or maybe you're just enjoying your time off. I certainly hope you are. That's Easy Pizza, not Easy Mart. That is Easy Pizza, not Easy Mart. Oh, also, I should probably go buy some energy drinks. From the vending machine. Some energy drinks from the vending machine. Do you guys drink energy drinks? I hope you don't. I hope you don't drink energy drinks. They're basically liquid poison, guys. Throw away my empty can. Okay. Well, let's get back in the car with some air conditioning. And let's head to Easy Mart. Nemwe Bear says, I do, I'm a caffeine addict. Oh no, Nemwe Bear. You're a caffeine addict. Well, do you like coffee too? What kind of energy drink do you like? I hope it's not the Monster. I drink the white Monster because someone told me that it was the most delicious one, and I would like it because I've only tried the green Monster, but I tried the white Monster, and it was just as bad. Energy drinks are the devil. They're pretty bad for you. You drink Celsius. I have not heard of Celsius before. Celsius before. Where are we headed? To Upton. Upton Sinclair's the jungle. You don't really drink coffee, just energy drinks. What is it about Celsius that you like the best out of all the energy drinks, I wonder? I got really into these little, because I always like to go to whenever I go and pick up a succulent Chinese meal, I always go to the Asian grocery store, and they've got these neat little canned coffees, and there's one canned coffee that I really dig called Mr. Brown's Coffee. It's like a Chinese coffee, canned coffee, and it's like macadamia nut flavored, and man, is it delicious. I really like it. So every time I go to pick up a succulent Chinese meal, I'll go get those little cans of coffee, and then some other stuff. Like, every now and again I'll get like a bag of peanuts or something, or like if I need soy sauce, I usually get it from there. If I need mirin, I usually get it from there. They've usually got some pretty cool like beers there. They usually have Kirin, which is my favorite beer, and like Sapporo and there's like a Chinese beer, but the name escapes me. But they're usually pretty good. Nelly Bear says it has 200 milligrams of caffeine, and the flavors are yummy. I drink the canned drinks, the powder packs you mix with water, huh? Lazy Lycan says stick to water, coconut water. those are good things to drink, unless you're me and you're lactose intolerant and you can't drink milk. Then don't drink milk. But I think soda and stuff is nice as a little treat. Also, if you're grown up, you can drink beer too if you want. I'm a big fan of beer. Have you guys ever watched The Tipsy Bartender? He's like one of those like people on like Instagram. I'm sure they're on TikTok too, but they'll just make really outrageous foods. And Pepsi Max, that's true, Ava. You gotta account for Pepsi Max and you gotta account for 7-Up. 7-Up. You can't even drink rat's milk. Well, I'm an adult, lazy like, and I don't really drink rat milk. Maybe I did when I was a little baby, when I was a little pup, but now I'm an adult and I don't drink rat milk anymore. This is the Arnold Schwarzenegger. He says, milk is for babies. Adults should drink beer. Yeah, I guess, to each their own. Adults can enjoy milk too, but little kids can't enjoy beer, or at least they shouldn't. Nobody Bear says I don't like beer. That's fair. It's kind of nasty at first. It's more of an acquired taste than anything else. But I do like those fruity mixed drinks. I like the fruity mixed drinks. Rum and watermelon. Oh yeah, I love cocktails. Cocktails. You like the tipsy bartender? That guy's crazy. I was just watching his video where he makes jungle juice in a sink, and it's 5,000% alcohol, and it makes me think, it's do people actually drink this, or does this go down the drain? I love karaoke though. Karaoke's great, even though I'm not a good singer. I'm a terrible singer. People often say, it's been said many times, "Oh Joey, I like your voice. It would be so great if you sang on stream." And I it's I'm sure it would be if I was good at singing, but unfortunately I am not. I have no. I don't know what the term is, but I'm just not good at singing. My friend averages 12 hours a day on Instagram. Doing what? Just scrolling through reels, I guess. Storm has been sending me a lot of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures reels on Instagram recently. And I do my best to keep up, but he sends me a lot. And then sometimes Jay-Z will send me stuff too, but usually I send him stuff, and then I'll get I look at his story and it's all stuff that would get me in trouble if my boss caught me looking at it at work. Now my bear says I'm not good at singing either, but sometimes I sing in my room and keep going till I start to lose my voice. That's when you've been sipping on too much. That's a very nice, quaint, cute idea. I also like to sing songs in my room, but I don't do it until I lose my voice, I think. I've never sang that hard. Steel Ball Run, episode 1 was good. Oh yeah, I forgot that Steel Ball Run came out today on Netflix. I'm glad it was good. Speaking of Instagram, my mom just sent me a reel, which means I probably have about 20 reels coming up, so I should put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Instagram is really the only social media I have besides Discord, and I guess YouTube counts, but because I don't really like being bothered too much, and I think about it, it's what do these social medias add to my life? Not really anything. So I've deleted most of my stuff. I just have Instagram because it's nice to talk to my friends and stuff. It's nice to be able to talk to my friends and my overseas family, so I still have that because they're all on there, but besides that, not much. Though mostly it's obvious bot account. Bot account, bot account, bot account. So annoying. I wonder if people really fall for those bots. I'm sure they do. I've heard like horror stories about that, but it could never be me. 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 Pick up from Easy Depot in Weston, okay? Weston to the West End, to the West End, to the West End. Get in the truck and head to the West End. I've considered Instagram. I made a Reddit for photography, and it was falsely flagged as a bot account. What the heck, Awa? That sucks. Why did they falsely flag you? Those beautiful women on Instagram don't actually love me. I'm sure in your case, Lazy Like It, it's different, but for the rest of us, I think that it's not true. I think the rest of us have to face reality, but I think your case might be a little different. Am I in Weston? This is in Weston. This is Easton. This isn't Weston. This is Easton. This isn't Weston. This is Easton. Easton. This isn't Weston. This is Easton. Now we're going to Weston. Now we're talking. Alright, let's go to Easy Depot, which is right here. Let's get into the Easy Depot and talk. Sigh, I'm hopelessly in love with Ellie. I just had nature pics on there. Why did they report you? People on Reddit are kind of mean. I'm Reddit famous on the ROM hacking subreddit. But people are very mean to people who post their hacks on there. You'll get somebody who's obviously like a kid or a teenager posting their hack. It's like, oh, I made these sprites for my Pokemon ROM hack. And you know, it's like very basic drawing. Like it clearly looks like somebody's very first sprite art. And everyone's like, this is terrible. This looks horrible. You got a lot of work to do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck? So I'll always leave a positive comment or something, just encouraging people to keep going, because it's like, why would you get on Reddit and like discourage people from being creative and making stuff? That's just mean. It's just mean. It's always nice to be nice to people, and to, especially when people are trying to be creative, you gotta foster that creativity, because you never know what somebody will make. They might make something really cool and awesome. How do I claw my way back onto your Discord server? I guess somebody could post the invite link in the chat. If somebody would be so kind as to do that for a friend Lazy Like It. Or if you're on Discord, you can just add me. It's just JoyZed. I'm just JoyZed on everything. And then I can just send you an invite privately. But, you know, however you want to go about it. Usually I'll have the Discord link in the YouTube description, but I didn't put it there today because sometimes I forget to do my normal stuff. Sometimes I forget to do my normal stuff. Okay, oh, we've got to go to the radio tower, so first of all, let us, I guess Storm can't post links, so let me make you a moderator. So maybe try now, because I don't think your message went through. And now that I'm here, let me go to the request box. Do we have a request in the request box? We do. Somebody has asked a question. They said, would you go to Easy Mart in real life? I think I would. I think I would go to Easy Mart in real life. I think that the world is sorely missing 24-hour stores. I think we need to bring those back. I really love 24-hour stores. One of my favorite things to do, especially as a college student, was go to the grocery store, the 24-hour grocery store, at like 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. because nobody was in the store. It was just me and probably one of my dumb friends. Maybe even two of my dumb friends. And like 3 employees maximum. Usually like 1 or 2. And I would legitimately go grocery shopping. I would get like fresh produce. They had donuts on discount. Donuts After Dark discount. After 7 p.m., all of the donuts that they made fresh every morning in the grocery store were only 50 cents. So we would get a bunch of donuts, we would get snacks and stuff, we would get like hamburger helper and all of that. And we would all do this at like very late hours of the night or early in the morning, and it was so great. So I would go to Easy Mart. And the new request also has a second caveat. They say, can you also say, ah? Can you say, ah? Absolutely. Ah. Hope that was to your liking. Thank you, Storm. Thank you, Storm. Thank you, Storm. Storm, I actually really liked the piece you did on my first Zona. I think you did a really great job. Let's get out and drink an energy drink. Let's drink this energy drink. Drink this energy drink. Light is hurting. Sorry. The light is hurting. Let's go and get some. Let's get some energy drinks, but first, let's throw away these empty cans. Throw away these empty cans. And buy. I forgot to set my name is Lazy Lycan though. That's okay. I think I have to I still have to physically verify you. I have to physically verify everybody. Okay, let's get in the car. Let's get in the cab. I'll buy you a kebab. Get in the cab. I'll buy you a kebab. We're currently in Easton. So we can do Snowy Peaks. Snowy Peaks. Let me move up in my seat. I need to get a chair pillow because my tail hurts sometimes. My tail hurts from sitting in a chair for too long because I got a really long tail. And sometimes it gets cramped. They don't really make chairs for rats, especially not in my size. So whenever I sit down, my tail kind of gets caught up and stuff, and it gets kind of caught in weird positions. And it's important to stretch my tail out a lot. So I need a special tail pillow. I need to invest in for my chair. To my understanding, I think they're kind of common. Kind of common. Okay, let's go to Snowy Peaks and let's actually do a local one. We'll do Easton to Upton. Pick up from Easy Auto. Okay, I think that's just over here. I think that is just over here. 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 Enter. Talk. Oh, Seb spoke so much more than you do, eh? You're not really a talker. Also remind me, I have to remember to tell you something. I've forgotten already. Well, thanks for that, buddy. Thank you. Get in the truck and let's drive on over up to the radio tower and turn that one on. I think it's up here, right? The radio tower. Okay, well, I guess I have to light this on fire. I guess I have to light this on fire. I wonder if this helps me not get caught in the cold. Not get caught in the cold. Let's sit and watch it burn. And while I sit here, I'm going to move up in my seat a bit and check out the request box, because we've got a new request in the box. This one says cheese pork or cheese pork or cheese pork or cheese pork or You opened up and you went, ah. And you ate that cheese burger. Wouldn't that be great? I certainly think it would be. I certainly think it would be pretty great, 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 pretty great. I think it would be pretty, and I think it would be great. I think it would be pretty great to eat and chow down on a delicious cheese pork. Oh, I need to get to shelter soon. Shelter soon, or I guess not, because this fire is keeping me warm, keeping me warm, keeping me warm, keeping me warm, keeping me a worm, keeping me a worm. You know that thing, it's like, there's like a meme, it's like, would you love me if I was a worm? I don't know, I feel like, if someone I loved turned into a worm, especially if there's someone I was romantically involved in turned into a worm, I would always love them, but I don't think I could, love them like that, especially if they were a worm, because, I'm a rat, and, sometimes rats eat worms and stuff, and also worms are kind of icky, so, I don't know, it's like, I would always love you, but I don't think I could, fully love you if you became a worm. That's just kind of how I feel about it. What do you guys think? Am I being too harsh? Would you break up with me over that? Where am I going? Going to Upton, that's right. Upton. Going Upton. After this delivery, I'll probably take a quick 2-minute stretch break, and you can see my model kind of glitch out while I do stretches and stuff. What if I preferred them as a worm? What if I preferred them as a worm? Well, then I think you'd be in luck if your partner turned into a worm. Yeah, I really only liked you because you were a worm. Now that you're not a worm anymore, I don't think this is gonna turn out. I don't think this is gonna work out, Please like and says, what if the person you loved most in the world turned into an army of 1,000,000 furious fire ants? I don't know, it'd be hard, but I'd probably have to squish a couple of them, at least a few, and then kind of run away, because I don't think I could fight 1,000,000 fire ants. 1,000,000 fire ants is a lot of fire ants, but I would have to squish a couple, because they'd be trying to sting me, and I'd be like, ouch, and I would instinctively smack them, like, pow, like that, and then I'd be like, oh no, that's a part of the person that I love. They've been turned into an army of 1,000,000 fire ants, but I guess they wouldn't notice if I smacked a couple of them, maybe even like 100 of them. I'd smack them and squish them and stuff, and maybe I would try to eat one and see how it tastes, and see if they're spicier than normal ants. Because that's something I've always wondered, because, I've eaten ants before, and they're kind of like greeny, kind of sandy, but I've never eaten a fire ant, and I often imagine that fire ants taste like those hot tamale candies, like, those red jawbreakers. I've always imagined that fire ants would probably taste like that. So I would probably eat a couple of them, just to make sure if I was right or if I was wrong. But then I would kind of leave them alone and keep my distance. That's probably what I would do. It's a good answer, huh? Well, I hope you're not planning on turning into furious fire ants. That'd be unfortunate, because I feel like ants don't have a concept of live streaming, or ants don't have a concept of ASMR, so I think it would be difficult for us to be friends. I think it would be difficult for us to be friends at that Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Where's the payload? That's over here. Okay, well, I guess I'm alive now. I died, but I'm right back at him. I'm right back at him. I'm right back at him. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay, now let's get to the car, pick up the boxes. Put this in there. Close this up. Open it up. Open it up. Now I really want a pizza, but it's too late. It's too late for me to be eating. So I went to Target to get some dental floss. And while I was there, I had a specific hankering for a snack, but I couldn't really place my finger on what kind of snack I was having a hankering for. So I went to the snack aisle, the aisle with the snacks where they've got like Cheez-Its and cookies and crackers and stuff, and I came across a small box of peanut butter crackers, and I thought to myself, now this seems like something that would come in handy later. And I think I might get some peanut butter crackers when I go on my stretch break right about now. So, excuse me a second, folks. I am going to get up and stretch. And I'm going to get some peanut butter crackers too. So, enjoy watching my VTuber model kind of freak out while I stand up and do some stretches in the background. And then I'm going to go and get some peanut butter crackers because I knew they'd come in handy. So, without further ado, give me a second. Break time. Okay, I'm back. Give me a second. I'm going to finish eating this. This delicious peanut butter cracker thing. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. I'm just going to eat one more peanut butter cracker because the plastic is probably going to be a bit loud. And I also don't like to eat on stream, but I'm feeling a bit peckish, if you can believe it. Anyways, here's a peanut butter cracker in front of you. It's invisible to you, the viewer, but I assure you it is a peanut butter cracker of the finest variety that you can find at a Target. Delicious. Okay, let me drink some water, and I'll get back to my delivery driving. says, now that is tingling. Which part of it did you like? Was it the peanut butter crackers, or was it the plastic, or was it the eating of the peanut butter crackers? Or maybe it was the water. Let's see. We've got a request in the box. Someone says in all capital letters, they say, a haircut roleplay in 15 seconds. Okay, sure. Hi, welcome. My name's Joey. Actually, let me center myself. I'm gonna do 15-second haircut roleplay. Feel free to pause this and record this if you'd like. I guess you could clip this, but I don't know if you can clip it on YouTube. I don't know how many people are watching Twitch. Anyways, 15 seconds. Starting. I'm gonna wait for it to get to an even number. Hi, my name's Joey. Welcome to my hair salon. Sit down in my chair right here. I'm going to cut your hair. Snip, 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 snip. Oh, you went a little bit off the top. Okay, snip, 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 snip. Okay, and now I'm gonna get the clippers. Buzz your hair. Psst, psst, psst. Uh-oh. Oh man, I messed up. Now I have to shave your head. We gotta go bald. Okay, psst, 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 psst. Okay, I think that was 15 seconds. Sorry I messed you up. We had to go bald there. 15 seconds isn't a lot of time. So sorry, guys. I think, for what it's worth, I think you look good bald. I think you pull it off well. Maybe this could be a new look for you. Or you could make the most of the situation, right? Barbershop haircut that cost $0.25. I don't think I would ever trust a haircut that cost $0.25. I don't think I would ever trust a haircut that cost $0.25. I believe that that's a bit too cheap of a haircut. I believe that's too cheap of a haircut. Sorry guys, that's very rude of me. I apologize. The eating sounds. Hey, oh, you're an eating sound enjoyer, huh? An eating sound enjoyer, eating sound enjoyer. An eating sound enjoyer, I can't knock it. Energy drink, we'll drink the energy drink, we'll get our energy up. Throw it away, buy another one. Throw it away, buy another one. Drink. Oh wait, that barbershop haircut that cost $0.25 thing, that was that meme that you guys were showing me on, I think it was you and Jay-Z were all about the barbershop haircut that cost $0.25 meme. And then Jay-Z used to send me Instagram memes of it. But I never understood, like, what was the joke? He was just saying it like a barbershop haircut that costs $0.25. Like a New York accent. Was that it? Was that the joke? Well, I guess memes don't really have to make sense. Some of the funniest memes make 0 sense at all. Some of the funniest memes make 0 sense at all. 0 sense at all. I have 3 listeners on Twitch. It's like we're the Fantastic Four. Me, you, and you too as well. There's 4 of us on Twitch. We're the Fantastic Four. How many people are watching on YouTube? Let me see. There are 9 people on YouTube, which makes us the terrific 10, I guess. It doesn't really have as good of a ring to it, but it's very cool nonetheless. Very cool nonetheless. I've already done that one. I need to do the Weston Radio Tower. The Weston Radio Tower. The Weston Radio Tower. Weston Radio Tower. The Weston Radio Tower. We need to go to the Weston relax, 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 relax. It is about 10:45. It's about 10:45 for me. Just decent in the city of St. Louis, Missouri. I'm currently driving my truck. I'm driving my truck, taking my pizza to the radio station, making a delivery. Crossing the bridge. I'll tell you what, trucking ain't an easy job. Shoot. Shook, 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 shook. I gotta get more gas. I gotta get more gas. For some reason, gotta get more gas. Reminds me of you guys like a Tribe Called Quest? There's a song called I Left My Wallet in El Segundo. I left my wallet in El Segundo. I left my wallet in El Segundo. I gotta get it, I got to get it. I gotta get it, I got to get it. Storm has returned, head still hurts, but the TV's turned. Storm, have you taken anything for your headache? Do you get these headaches a lot? I know that. Gutter Spunk gets migraines. And hey, I sure hope your migraines are better, friend. What's this? Oh, this is water. I need to turn back. Turn back. Sk, 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 sk. Relax. Take it easy. Sorry, folks. Excuse me. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten that cracker. Well, at least hey, I enjoyed it. I guess it was worth it. I guess it was worth it. Shook. I left my wallet in El Segundo. I left my wallet in El Segundo. I left my wallet in El Segundo. I gotta get it. I got to get it. I gotta get it. I got to get it. We gotta go to Easton and get some gas. We got to go to Easton and get some gas. The Upton one is up there, right? And I guess the Weston one is there. Is this the Weston one or the Upton one? This is a radio tower. That is a radio tower. I guess we'll find it eventually. Rednear says, whoa, still alive. I am still alive. It's good to see you, Rednear. Hello. We're still driving. We're going to get the gas in Easton. And I'm thinking about the song. I left my wallet in El Segundo. I left my wallet in El Segundo. I left my wallet in El Segundo. I gotta get it. I got to get it. I got to get it. I got to get it. I gotta get it. I got to get it. I gotta get it. I got to get it. I think that one was off the very first Tribe Called Quest album, which has like a really long name. I just call it the first album. You know, most people have like a self-titled first album, but Tribe Called Quest had like a really long name. Shook. Really long name. Really long named album. Tribe Called Quest always had really cool album art though. They have like this, it's like that person who's like drawn in black, red, and green. And it's very cool. I've always really liked it. Easton to Weston, Easton to Upton. Let's do an Easton to Upton one. Let's go to Easy Pizza. Easy Pizza. Easy Pizza. Sorry folks, excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Let's go up here. I think there might be a radio tower up here, right? A radio tower. A radio tower. Perhaps, maybe, mayhaps. To eastern, but this is also western. Eastern to western. To the west end. 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 To the east end. To the west end. From the east to the west, and from the D to the A. I see some power lines. Perhaps if we ride our truck up these stairs, we can find it. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hey, you guys ever play Cruis'n USA? That game is pretty good. You ever play Cruis'n USA? That game is pretty good. You guys ever play Daytona USA though? Now that game is phenomenal. I'm trying to find the western radio tower. It's probably up a bit. It is probably up a bit. It is probably up a bit. Up a bit. Oopsie doodle. Oopsie doodle. It is probably up a bit. Maybe up closer to Upton, 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 Upton. Thank you, Storm. 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 Oh yeah, also, hey, if you're still here, I would really like to see some more of your photography. I really liked your Japan pictures. They were very beautiful. And I know you're like a photographer of some sort. Photography is like a form of art that I feel like I've never been good at, because I've never been good at like composing a frame, and that's like the most important part of photography. It's like you have to compose your frame, and you have to like think about what you want to have and what you don't want to have in the frame, right? And photography is also fleeting. Sometimes you just have to make a decision and snap a photo. It's not like drawing where you can go back and read it and alter it. And if you made a mistake, you can erase it. Once you take the photo, it's a photograph forever. You know, so it's a lot more difficult than people think. As an art form, there's a difference between taking pictures and taking pictures and being a photographer, right? There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. Different lenses and effects like that. Stuff that I can't really wrap my head around, but I admire a lot. Stuff I really can't wrap my head around, but I admire a lot. Are any of you guys photographers as well? Are any of you guys photographers as well? Okay, so this is the Upton one. This is the Upton one. This is the Upton one. You got your internet sorted out. You now have service through Frontier. I don't think I've heard of them. Frontier. I flew a flight on Frontier Airlines, and it was a pretty good flight. I went from Washington to St. Louis, and I went from Washington to Salt Lake City, and then from Salt Lake City to St. Louis, but I think it was Frontier all the way through, and it was fine. But what is it? I forget. I'm trying to remember. I had a fun story I wanted to tell. Anyways, let's check the request box. Do we have any new requests? We do not have any new requests. We do not have any new requests. Requests. But anyways, folks, I was thinking I was going to stream longer, but I think I'm going to stop it here. My back kind of hurts, and I think tomorrow I'm going to go shopping for I'm going to be playing more crowd control randomizer Ocarina of Time, so feel free to join in and torment me tomorrow for my birthday. So without further ado, folks, let me put myself in the center. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, Twitch side. Thank you, Twitch people, for watching. Thank you, YouTube people, for watching. This is the YouTube hand. This is the Twitch hand. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And this is the VOD Watcher hand. Like this. This is the VOD Watcher. Thank you, VOD Watchers. And if nobody told you today, always remember that you matter. Always remember that you're important. Always remember that you have value and that you're valid just the way you are. I hope when sleep finds you, it finds you well. I'll be back tomorrow. And I wish you a night full of sweet dreams. I hope you have a wonderful dream. Maybe something about a delicious meal. And I hope you have a restful night. And you wake up ready for the day ahead. Love you guys. Bye bye now. I'll see you tomorrow.